Alright, alright, alright. Let me just make sure everything is going through good. How do I sound in here? Alright, sound okay. Just make sure. Now that's going to echo. So let's go ahead and mute this. And we should be good. What's up, Bonnie6001? Yeah, just thought I'd talk today about my Discord server, because, you know, I've had it for a little bit now, and I've really been enjoying it. But also, I wanted to just talk about how I tend to do Discord differently than people do. I've noticed, because I've been part of a couple other servers, and I've noticed that my approach to Discord is a lot different than the way other people do it. So there's a couple factors that come into the way I run my Discord, right? One of which being is obviously I gatekeep it. I don't let just any munchkin in. Obviously, there's some screening stuff I'm implementing to get more people in as we go along. But effectively, when people join, I got to get a feel for it, you know, see if they're a good fit. But that's just the first thing. Something else that I've noticed is different in my Discord that I think is better is every other Discord server that I've been in, like, they have like 1 billion fucking channels for text. Like, granted, I have a few. Like, let me see, how many text channels do I have in the Discord? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm talking about the Discord, yeah. 1, 2. I am still live.
On a live stream and it just ended or something.
Really? Looks fine on my end.
For me.
Yeah, still shows live on mine.
Okay, yeah, now I'm on that. I'm on the live stream.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just talking about the Discord and the way that we run things a little different around here.
I can hardly hear you. Let me click this.
Okay.
There we go. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about how we run the Discord different than pretty much everybody else who runs a Discord. So like with
our rules.
Good.
Our rules are similar to Fight Club, in that there are very few.
Yeah, there are very few rules. But I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 channels that we have for text, right? And in those text channels, our rules are very, very different than literally every other Discord. Because basically every Discord, when they have those text channels, they want you to stay on topic and only talk about what that channel is for. That is not at all the way I do things. Instead, I use those topics as a jumping out point and just let conversations happen naturally. Which I think is the better way to do it.
Around here, we do things a little bit differently.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so that's one thing, is we don't really take the whole channel topics too seriously. It's really just used as a jumping off point to know where you want to start a conversation.
Yeah, because if somebody has something to say about it that isn't, like, completely fitting within the channel theme, they should still be allowed to say it.
Yeah. And if they want to say something completely off the wall and stupid, I'm still going to allow it too, as long as it doesn't violate one of my... What do I have, like 6 rules? Yeah, 6 rules. Pretty simple.
Jordan Peterson has 12. You should add those numbers. Actually, he has way more than that now.
Yeah, well, because he's been writing more, because he says he has a lot more than that. It's just 12 was like the first book. But yeah, our rules are a lot less. Another thing that's different about ours is the types of rules we have, because
if I made a Discord, there would be lots of rules,
and
and they would be very tedious and aggravating.
Well, I mean, I am going to make the screening process kind of annoying with all the questions I'll ask when people want to join, so that'll make up for that. But no, most of my rules are pretty simple. Like, most of it is just don't be a pussy. Because, part of the reason I gatekeep it and part of the reason the rules are the way they are is because I don't want some asshole coming in getting offended and then fucking trying to bring down the Discord, you know? You know, I just realized that Walter's glasses merge with his face in this picture. Like, the glasses are part of his face.
I noticed that before.
Yeah, I never noticed that before. That's pretty funny. It's like the Thing tried to replicate Walter White but failed.
Yes. Like one of the things from Parasite is trying to form a face, but it's halfway through transformation.
Yeah. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the Discord we have. I think that like it's been fun. I really like the way that we do things, and I think that more Discord.
I think there could be a lot more rules and a lot more force and a lot more authority.
Well, I think, paradoxically, my Discord is the freest chat I have, but also the one with the most rules. You know what I mean?
I think certain people in the Discord definitely need some more time off.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh my god, AI-generated demons at 3 a.m.? Okay. Try to call Walter White at 3 a.m. and this is what you'll get.
Hello?
Hello. How are you doing, Steven?
Huh?
How are you doing today, Steven?
Life is just moving on.
Okay.
Nah, I'm watching Bao.
You what now?
I was watching Bao.
Oh, Bao. Okay, yeah.
I was like...
Is your life endless suffering?
Well, depends. Yeah, endless suffering. But nah, shit's actually pretty good in all seriousness. How are we? What's going on right now? Oh, you're live.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. I was about to tell you that since last time you didn't know. So I always like to let you know.
Okay, cool.
If you don't know now, you know.
How would I be able to join this Discord?
N-word.
Well, I know you, Potato Soup. I recognize you. I've known you longer than I had YouTube, so...
Yeah, he's had Potato Soup before, that's how he knows.
No, I know that guy. I legit know him, so...
Oh, okay. I was just making a joke.
But, so, okay. Since I know you, here's
Wait a second, who is Potato Soup?
He's a friend from school. But,
like high school, middle school, what are we talking?
Both.
Okay.
Actually, it might have just been middle school, and college. But anyway, I'm gonna send a link to the server, and you just tell me who you are, and you are
dedicated wham for the server.
And you are exempt from the questions. It's been a few years, though. True, it has. But yeah, just click that link, and just once I know it's you, you're exempt from the questions because I know who you are. Just know that it's pretty edgy in the Discord. So.
Oh no, it is a spice fest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we talk about is completely mainstream.
And I'm in charge.
If you want to be in a safe space where there's no contradicting opinions...
Click the link!
Alright, so now I'm going to add a role. Because here's the thing, you won't be able to post anything until I give you a role, so let me do that real quick. Because I assume the Potato Soup that just joined is you. Yep, you said you're in, so let me go ahead and add you a role. Because, again, you literally cannot post until I give you a role, but now you have one, so you should be good.
Can I ask, like, on Discord, since, you know, I'm also, like, very fresh to that shit, what does a role do?
A role? So, like, my Discord, I have it set so that if someone hasn't been given a role, they can't see the posts, they can't post, like, they're basically just in limbo. They're in the server, but they can't actually see the server.
That's interesting.
That's the way I gatekeep it. I give people a role, and they're able to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so kind of like testing grounds?
Well, no, like, it's the way I gatekeep it. If people don't answer my questions satisfactorily, they're not they're not allowed to roll, and they're just sitting there in limbo, or they get booted.
Lol.
Other than that,
What is the topic of today?
the Discord. That was the topic. And hence why the title of the stream is I have the best Discord. It's terrific. Everybody agrees. You don't even have to think about it, dude.
That is
Okay.
a good title.
In all seriousness, though, I actually do think that it's one of the better group chats I've joined, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think the way that we do chats, because again, most Discords you join, they want you to stick to the topic of the channel. But I don't like doing that. I just like letting conversations flow naturally. So the different.
I think the main reason people like going on to your live chats is because you let them anything.
Yeah, and I pretty much let people say anything in my Discord too. I mean, if I find out they're a filthy communist sympathizer, then they're out without trial. But you know,
Live chat.
what's that?
On the live chat, we let the communists say what they want.
That's true. On the live chat, we do. And there's actually a very simple reason why I don't like commies in the Discord, and that's because they try to bring it down by trying to get me censored. That's the only reason. If I knew that Discord wouldn't care and would allow me to just do what I want, then I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
You would allow communists?
Yeah. If I didn't have to worry about them trying to bring down the server, yeah.
So you are literally free speech.
Yeah. That literally the main reason I don't allow communists or women is because they would try to get it censored.
I'm not. I'm for as little rights as possible for everyone except myself.
But I'm above you, so that already doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You talk a big game, Steven, but you're literally just a pawn.
I actually don't have a lot going on.
You're a pawn, and Corbin's a big boy. Look at your rolls.
He's a pawn in my game of chess.
Just like Burt Cocaine.
Dude, that episode was so fucked.
I've had to deal
But
with
it
that
was
so many
kinda
times. In
hilarious.
fact, I lost an account in the past back in 2018. My current account is my second Discord account. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying is I don't allow people in who would otherwise censor it. And to be fair, I also do think it's nice to gatekeep it because it's my community. I think it makes sense to keep the Discord restricted to my community.
I wonder if Potato Soup knows about some of your more interesting opinions these days.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever openly talked to him about my sexist thoughts, but
God.
What's up,
Well,
Horizons?
I just heard my school is off for a while because of some shitty weather coming in.
Oh, okay. How you doing today, Horizons? We're on YouTube, by the way.
Nah, I'm there, in and out.
Okay.
Is that a Horizon?
Is that a Horizon?
No, it's actually just pronounced Horizons, but when I made the new channel name, I intentionally misspelled it. I unintentionally misspelled it, and I just figured why not keep it because it's unique, you know?
Sup, Ree? How you doing?
Horizon.
Oh, there's a funny video I found last night.
Hippity hoppity, that woman is now my property. Based.
Oh wait, I don't know if you like music, but here goes nothing.
I don't know if you like music. Who? Like, look, I'll make the joke that I'm not a big music guy, but literally everyone likes music.
No, I had a teacher that hated music one
Oh,
time.
so did I, actually. I had an English teacher in high school that said she hated music. No joke.
Oh, you know what that reminded me of? That movie Coco, where the grandmother or the mom's just going no music, you know?
What?
Never seen it.
It's a movie about the Day of the Dead.
We all agree about Kanye West being right about everything, right?
Kanye West did nothing wrong.
I mean, I agree that he did nothing wrong because he has a right to those opinions. I think he's a little kooky, but
After all, 4chan made a poll once. They got into the Dub to Do website and managed to, mess around with it. And guess what won?
something Kanye related.
Hitler did nothing wrong.
Oh wow.
Angelo, you should do more movie reviews.
Yeah, I still do movie reviews.
We need to do
I know,
more when
but
I
you
feed
do
them.
Yeah, I know, but like Bonnie was asking if I still do them, which I do. Yeah.
Yeah, but you should do more.
Yeah, and I will. I mean, I finished scripting the Sarge review of Boogie.
Boogie? That sounds like a
Do I
cheesy.
get to draw one more
vampire
thing
movie.
for that?
What's
I
that?
have to draw
Yeah,
I
Sarge
have to draw
as
Sarge
Boogie.
as Boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna ask you, did you want to draw Marcia and Blackburn, or should I draw them? That's
Big
the
characters?
yeah, they're the characters. So like Marcia, like the fat chick who became hot in Boogie. I was gonna have the hot version of her in it, and then I was also gonna have Blackburn, the other hitman that's like a competitor to Boogie.
Yeah, I didn't know you were gonna make those like characters in the movie in the actual review like that.
Yeah, just those two, because I have a scene at the end where Sarge acts out part of the movie with him as Boogie, and then he rescues Marcia from Blackburn. And then that's part of what like makes him determine that the movie's actually okay, even though it's foreign. Because like the beginning of the review is him praising it and talking about how great it is, and then Officer Savage comes in, tells him it's a foreign movie, and then he's like really disappointed and doesn't know what to think. And then Sherlock tells him the state of the wasteland and tells him that out in the wasteland that this fat chick has recently become hot and been kidnapped. Or no, maybe he doesn't tell him that part. No, he tells him that that there's a job that he tells him what did I put in the script? Basically that Marcia has been kidnapped by Blackburn, right? Or that he was going to take him out, but they weren't going to pay you. So that he can. Basically, she was going to testify before the regulators. Since it's post-apocalyptic, I figured we had to have some sort of court thing, so I just chose like the regulators from Fallout 3. So then Sarge goes, and originally he's going to kill. Like it's similar to Boogie. It's similar to the end of Boogie. I combined multiple scenes into one.
Well, you can just make a version of them from Boogie. I don't know how I would make a particularly interesting.
Right, I'm probably just going to draw them in my style then. That's what I was thinking of doing. I'll just have you draw Sarge as Boogie because I think that'd be cool.
I also want to draw Pedro for an episode.
Yeah. Since Corbin is from Ohio, he should know who the final boss of Ohio is. Okay. You should review Taxi Driver.
The final boss is probably the poison in the water killing us all.
Right. But yeah, I should review Taxi Driver. Okay. I mean, I want to see some Scorsese movies. I haven't seen any yet.
You haven't seen any Scorsese movies?
Not to my knowledge, no.
I've seen at least 8.
I haven't seen any of them. Because I looked at the list. I need to see. The one I want to see the most is Last Temptation of Christ.
Well, I also saw that one. I forget what it's called. I literally took a clip from it.
Oh, The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah.
And then there's The Aviator. And then there's Shutter Island. I think that was him. And then, I mean, he's done so many famous movies. Wolf of Wall Street's another one.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of his movies though. Looking over the list, I have
not seeing any of them just blows my mind because they're like so common.
Right. I know, right? I need to see some Scorsese.
He's probably one of the top. He's definitely like in probably the top 5 most. Probably bet. I don't know if he'd be one of the top.
That's
5
what happened. My mic was off.
Oh.
Okay. But I think you'd like his movies. I recommend like Casino, The Irishman, stuff like that. I think you'd dig them.
Steven, I can't hear you. I think you turned your mic off. I think you should turn it back on.
But yeah. Just know that in Casino, Sharon Stone is kind of like plays like a major bitch.
Okay.
And
Goodfellas is another one of his movies. Dang it.
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one. The girl who played Dr. Melfi in The Sopranos is in that one.
Never seen The
One-
Sopranos, so I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good one too. But I prefer Casino. Not a lot of people will say that, but I do like Casino. Just a squeeze more.
Billie Eilish is actually the final boss of Ohio. Okay. Tell you what,
if she's from here, we should probably like kick her out or exterminate her or something.
Yeah.
Ew, Corbin, you brought her in?
Why
She's
would
from
you?
your state.
Why would I bring her in?
Corbin's gonna fucking exterminate her like a Dalek, but he's not gonna impregnate her like a Dalek because that'd be gross. Because she's gross.
She's not
She looks like a
gross,
boy.
but
She is gross.
well, what is gross? I mean, the only reason I say that is because the shit she posts is gross, and I wouldn't compare.
She's
it to
not
that.
attractive.
Doesn't mean gross.
Yes,
She's not a tractor.
Yeah, that's
She's
also
not
true.
attractive doesn't mean gross.
Yes,
just
it
means-
does. She is gross.
But that's just like
She does gross
That's like
things
saying-
too. She's just gross.
I mean,
Yes.
I wouldn't say gross, but okay.
Yes, she is gross, and she
She
also.
also likes to kill babies.
That's also true, which is
Okay,
also.
I agree. Okay, that is gross. That is gross. I agree. That
Yeah.
is gross. That she has that take. And it was kind of gross when she posted a picture of herself dressed up as a baby, and her boyfriend is like a middle-aged dad. That shit was gross. But, I mean, physically, she isn't like the worst-looking lady. Wouldn't argue that, but
Her
didn't-
and her brother are very close together.
Did she fuck her brother? You think? You know, allegedly, obviously.
Who knows? I'm going to assume it's true because I like the theory.
What gross things does Billie Eilish do? Corbin, help me out here. I don't
cakes are
remember
pretty
specifics.
her cakes are pretty gross.
She's just an annoying.
Sense itself is gross.
Didn't she like eat a booger or something? Didn't that happen?
Yeah, she did. I don't know. She posted like pictures of her picking her nose or something,
Yeah.
and also just the way the clothes she wears are just gross.
Yeah. She also
Yeah,
has,
that'll agree.
that fake green hair is unattractive as hell too.
Yeah, it's all gross.
Hmm.
All Jews must die.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you agree.
Yeah. There you go. Was that Shrimp that said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you said. I love it. You've been sitting here in silence the whole time, and the first thing you say.
All Jews must die.
But yeah, Casino has a very respectable portrayal of women in our society.
Don't mislead him. Even as a troll comment.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what.
if they're accurate to how manipulative and evil women are, then I would agree.
No, she's a very independent woman.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. Let me take back everything I said. She is a stand-up, need no man, Gal Gadot Wonder Woman-esque feminine character.
Oh.
She does not rely on De Niro's money, and she's the most based character in the movie.
Everything comes out positive for her.
I see.
Exactly. The movie would not work without her. In fact, I like to think that she steals the show.
Okay. There's a weird movie called The
I think she really
Fractaplots
stole it.
by Robert Benfer. It's actually free on YouTube. It's a very American
What's the movie called?
The
By
Frac-
Robert Benfer?
The Fractaplots? I don't know. That's what he said.
No,
But hey, that's just a theory, a Corbin theory. You talking about Billie Eilish and her brother? Getting it on?
Is
It wasn't my theory. I just liked it.
Yeah. Like Elon Omar and her brother husband?
Who the hell is Elon Omar?
She's a congresswoman.
Oh.
I think she's a representative, right? She's not in the Senate. She's a representative, I think. And she married her brother.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
That's interesting and gross. But how are they married legally?
They lied. They lied about being siblings.
So they're in jail now, I'm
No.
assuming.
Mm-mm. She's in Congress.
But it's illegal.
Yes. It's called a two-tier justice system, Stephen.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's almost like having government have a monopoly on force is not a good thing.
Not even the craziest person in Congress, is it?
What, Elon Omar? I mean,
Aren't there crazy people?
I mean, maybe. She's part of the squad, quote-unquote, which is pretty bad, because it's a group of fucking commie women.
Who's the guy who likes to have sex with dogs that's in, like, some form of government?
I don't think that guy's in Congress. I think that was, some secretary of something or other. I don't remember exactly.
I don't want to know, but I actually do want to know what the fuck. The dude having sex with dogs, I'm referring to, obviously.
Sounds like something that would happen in Crusaders 3, Kings 3, Incest. Yeah? It's a sock puppet movie? Okay. In a future episode of Sergeant Friend, Sergeant Bastard and the gang should go into Ohio and face off the bosses of that state? I don't know.
I want to see more Knucklehead.
Oh, there will be more Knucklehead. Don't you worry your pretty little Mexican head.
Ohio's not that crazy, really, except for the thing that happened, but that's more of an attack, if anything, probably.
Yeah. It's more orchestrated by the government, and it's not just in Ohio. There's a lot of those train things going on.
Me eat banana.
Yeah.
Me eat watermelon. Me drink grape drink.
Me smoke much... what is it? Me smoke crack. That's
Me
how
smoke
black me
crack. That's how black me am.
Who's Pepe?
The what now?
Potato soup is Pepe?
His icon is, yeah.
Up potato.
What's up?
How you been?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm a supervisor at my
crap.
job.
I gotta go take care of my job real quick. I mean, my dog real quick.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
be back.
All right.
And by the way,
Yeah,
if you
just
don't know
give me a
about
sec.
Fugitive Red
Yeah.
Eye, he absolutely loves his management as jobs. He thinks his management is perfect. You know, nothing like a strong woman in charge. He don't need no man.
You're a real mushroom, Steven.
All right, I'll be right back.
Because you're a fun guy.
You're fun guy.
Has there been any incidents lately with that couple that you had to separate? Or has
No,
it been-
the boyfriend got fired.
the girlfriend stayed on.
Yes.
What happened with that? How did he get fired? Why did he get fired?
Because he kept missing work.
Oh,
Walter White is from New Mexico.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, Ree. Walter White's from New Mexico, not Ohio.
think about Walter White. It still bothers me that Walter White is so cool, and Bryan Cranston has like the worst takes ever.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Well, the show itself is trying to justify. It's trying to say that look, we make criminals because we don't have health care.
Yeah.
And the shit he said, like, he goes on and on about race, and he does not like the fact that he's white. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't really like
But
that.
to be fair, though, Walter didn't become a criminal because of that. He became a criminal because it made him feel alive. He even, like, the whole
Yeah.
speech he gives at the
Yeah,
end.
the last episode, he's like, no,
Well,
I
I
did
think
it for
that's
me.
what the writers are trying to say is that people.
People get pushed into a deep end, and they have no other choice sometimes.
No, I get what you're saying, Corbin. You're saying that they were trying to do a message on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I saw your restoration of Tub of the Heart. By restored, you mean you put it in high def, right? Because all the scenes were the same. I thought you were saying you somehow restored the original ending to Tub of the Heart 2, which doesn't exist anymore.
Up of the heart.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Greetings again, YouTube! It is I, Tubba, the Evil Heart! You know, that series I did.
Oh, that's a.
You haven't seen?
No, I have not.
Dude, hashtag fake fan.
Fake fan.
You have to see everything I do, even 3 skits that I did way back in 2010, or else you're not a real fan.
Even the crap.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Anthony has watched all your videos.
No, he hasn't. He's seen a lot, but he hasn't seen all of them.
Who the hell's Anthony?
Yeah.
Anthony B, he's in the Discord. He's part of Team
Well,
Red Eye.
not counting
To be
live
fair,
streams, I wonder.
the only people that I actively notice in the Discord are the ones that constantly talk.
Yeah, Anthony never really says much in the Discord.
Not that there's a problem with that. I just didn't know.
Uh-huh. I think the only ones that are constantly active in the Discord is me, you, Corbin, Shrimp, Vintage, Chisu, obviously, and Horizons.
Shisu. And Horizons.
Yeah.
But a little bit of Edgar. He's
Edgar will pop up every once in a while and post like some random concept art or something.
Zeta posts up some pretty cool stuff every now and then.
Oh, that's true. Zeta does post sometimes. And at least he posts actual art and not just fucking anime girls. Like, he has his girl OCs or whatever, but he'll also draw, like, Godzilla and shit like that.
Yeah, like he'll actually post cool shit.
Yeah, and not just a bunch of anime girls. Or fucking abominations like Chisu posts.
I don't.
I think the stuff that
I know.
I think the stuff that I post is best.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. No, absolutely. No, I like your art. I like your AI art and your John art.
Yeah.
But
My completely
But, like-
original, definitely not stolen AI art.
completely all your own. But like, you know,
Completely
I know
authentic.
So you're asking me about what I think of your profile picture on the Discord, Edgar? What is it? Is that like Caesar from Euro Tsukidoji 3? Is that what that is? Like before he becomes a cyborg? I think that's what that is. Can I make a character for Sergeant Friends? I suppose.
So Potato.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask how you doing.
What?
Well, I was gonna ask how you doing, but you just
Oh,
came back. So
one thing I will tell you that uniquely applies to you, Potato. Don't mention the county or city we're in, because I don't mention that.
Oh, of course not. I know full well to not mention stuff like that.
Okay, I just wanted to say, because some people, like, they come on, they're super open about that stuff online, you know?
Oh, I'm not. I've been
cool.
doxxed before.
Okay.
I probably should be more secretive about my shit than I let on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think anyone in the Discord's gonna dox me. But
Oh, no, of course not. Especially with the way I gatekeep it. Like I said, like, again, I have a series of questions I'm going to ask people I don't know to see if they're a good fit, and, like, there'll be a combination of fun questions and serious questions, and they'll be really obnoxious.
You didn't ask me those questions, did you?
I didn't have that rule originally, Steven, and I knew you from the chat.
Oh yeah.
One of the questions should be, is it safe?
Yeah, that should be. And then if they ask is what safe, I'll completely act out the dialogue exactly.
Is it secret? Is it safe? I should probably mute my phone.
the Ranma
I gotta
post.
go. I can continue watching this in the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna leave in a little bit here. 'Cause I
Also,
gotta
wait.
start-
Potato. I
Oh,
just
yeah?
want to say something. Be warned, outside of the spiciness, there's an individual who's super cool, but he posts a lot of weird shit. You will know him when you see him.
Yeah, so Chisu posts a lot of gross shit in the chat. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, we're sorry that you'll have to deal with that because Angelo won't do what was necessary.
I will just quickly scroll by.
Well, because
It's
the
gonna
thing,
be hard to do
because
that.
I do have a
really-
I have a no porn rule, but he has made me have to try to find where I define that sometimes.
He's questioned your rules so many times with the images he's shown.
Yeah, because he's posted like because what I've decided is with like posting pictures in it, I won't allow nudity, but I will allow skimpy stuff.
Maybe just give him like a little corner to just post.
You shouldn't even allow that. Any depiction of a female should be completely covered.
Got a full burqa and everything.
Absolutely raw.
Yeah, there you go. No, but Chisu, like, not only does he post like girls, but he posts like really gross, like fat abominations that he makes.
And it's not like just like regular like semi.
Yeah, somebody really should do something about that.
They're like fucking huge.
Like the recent image on the art.
Yeah,
I hope somebody gets fired for this blunder.
Yes, like Lizzo would blush at these bitches. Like, let me.
Oh, he's asking for us to rate it.
I never
How does
rate
it
it.
look?
I ignore
1 to
him.
5.
I always ignore him. I have never once rated a single one he's done, yet he always asks me to rate
He
it.
posts some interesting stuff though. Outside of that, I will give him.
No,
that.
he has some interesting takes, but he also posts fucking novels every time he talks.
I have a friend like that in the text messages. He just posts paragraphs upon paragraphs.
And for Chisu, if you're here, we love
I'm
you.
sure
We
we
just
all
love
agree
your
on
fat
Jesus'
bitches that you
opinions
post.
about the Nazis and the Confederates.
I mean, he's based when it comes to the Confederacy, but not when it comes to the fucking. Like,
Everyone agrees.
No, like, there's a lot of just
no, like it's weird when he like will defend Mussolini, and I'll be like, dude, you know that guy was an authoritarian, right? Just because it's popular to hate on him doesn't mean he's suddenly good now.
Or does it?
But I wonder, does he actually like that, or
That's
is
the
he
thing with
trolling?
Chisu
Like,
is you never know, because he also makes a lot of Holocaust jokes, which I'm fairly sure are jokes. What if Spindlehorse Tunes owns... What the fuck is Spindlehorse Tunes?
I'm
and-
assuming that's Edgar. I don't have my
Yeah.
YouTube tab open.
Yeah, and then he asks, what if they own the rights to Yorotsuki Doji, which just they don't, so what's the point of this question?
Nothing he says ever makes sense.
You could kind of decipher a little bit here and there.
I think Chisu goes on the hub too much. I mean, he would deny it, but some of the shit he posts, I'm like, I don't know, seems pretty fetishy to me.
It's a lot. I just don't understand how anyone can find them attractive.
Yeah.
And I ain't the hottest guy in the world, but goddamn, I look like a 10 compared to those women.
Yeah.
They look like monsters out of Silent Hill 2.
I've never played Silent Hill 2, so I can't comment.
I'm saying they just look like things that resemble females in the slightest way, but are horribly disfigured.
I have officially posted something in the art.
Oh.
Oh.
Art? More like...
Fart.
Fart.
More like bones.
So fed.
There goes Corbin.
And Corbin just,
And then he died. Ah!
then he died.
He had a stroke, fell down, and died.
But yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna go to work here in a little bit. I just wanted to come in and flex about how my Discord is better than any other Discord,
Or work can just come to you.
Well, I'm glad that I'm in now.
Oh, yeah.
We should definitely catch up sometime.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Discord is the main social media I use outside of YouTube because I don't really like Facebook. I use it for Messenger with a few people, but that's
I used to
about
have a Facebook. They permanently banned me.
Yeah, that yeah,
Rip, why is that?
because they're a fucking bunch of cowards, I would assume.
Well, to be fair, I don't have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or any of that.
No, Facebook has really like ridiculous rules when it comes to questioning official narratives.
Worse
Basically,
than
I
YouTube.
I got banned on the basis of dangerous individuals and organizations because I said nice things about white people.
Oh, that makes sense. That's fucking
Really?
yeah. No, Facebook's fucking ridiculous with that shit. They're retarded.
But then how
Yeah.
can they act like...
My cousin got permanently banned from Facebook because he got in I think it was a Boogaloo Boys group. Which-
I see.
Granted, the Boogaloo Boys I think are kind of retarded when it comes to some stuff, but because like
Fed posting, I guess.
yeah, but yeah, he may or may not be on Facebook again. He may or may not have created multiple accounts even after his IP got banned on
I can't
another
even
phone.
make an account. My IP's banned.
No, my cousin's had like 3 of his IPs banned, but he just, like anytime he gets a new phone, he just
Don't
does it
ban
again.
your fucking IP address?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. I've
mean-
tried to make Facebook accounts and they've all been banned within minutes.
That's fucking insane.
I was gonna
I
say
don't
that.
even
Damn
think
it, I
YouTube
wanted to
does
say,
that.
and then he died. Yeah. Netflix or HBO Max or Adult Swim or Tubi or Hulu or Vudu or Amazon owns the rights to Yorotsuki. No, they don't. I don't think anyone actually owns the rights to the original Yorotsuki Doji anime
You
right
think
now.
Toshio Maeda might
Actually,
have
no.
owns the right?
No. I think Kitty Media owns the distribution rights for Yorotsuki Doji 1, but not any of the others.
Well, I wonder if what Vintage said was true. Like, maybe Vinegar Syndrome could put out a nice
I
edition.
mean, that'd be
If they,
cool.
like- You know what I
Makimono
will
Lives
say about
Matter.
rights, though?
What's that?
You know what I will say about rights?
What's
Is that it is just like a pissing contest to see how much people can pay more money for some kind of movie that everyone wants.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I am not a fan of copyright. I don't really believe in it. I think that it's ultimate like the concept of intellectual property. I'm just not a fan of. I don't like plagiarism either. But I think there's a big difference between stealing someone's idea and passing it off as your own, and reposting something. Like, granted, I don't repost things because it's not allowed, but I do stuff with fair use. You know.
I don't know if I'm coming around to that completely, but I am starting to grow attached to the idea. Because ideas should be free.
Right.
And franchises should be free. Especially since you could argue a lot of people that hold them exclusively kind of ruin shit. Cough, cough, Disney, Star Wars. But
Walter White has Squidward's house nose. Yeah, he kind of does.
You think so?
In my picture, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In your...
Yeah, like the
It
nose on
looks like a
Squidward's house,
reptile.
like the Easter Island head thing, yeah.
It looks like a reptile.
What's up, Toon Man? Spindle Horse Tunes is the creator of Hazbin Hotel. Yeah, I probably guessed that because you're fucking obsessed with Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel, Edgar, and I don't fucking get it, and you're always trying to somehow connect it to Yorotsuki Doji, which makes no goddamn sense. Do you think slander should be legal? No, I don't.
No, because slander's just
Yeah.
lying about... There's a difference between...
But-
Look,
So
I believe you have the right to be an asshole, but to lie about someone can ruin someone's life depending
Yeah.
on the lie, and you should never lie.
Now, granted, I think you have a right to be wrong, but if you're like
Yeah.
intentionally lying about someone to damage their reputation, I think that makes sense to be illegal.
Yeah, because that... I mean, you could say pretty much whatever you want. I don't think death threats or,
I think
doxing should be illegal.
so. Let me say this with death threats. I think death threats, if they're just like a bullshit, like, "Hey, Steven, I'm gonna fucking kill you," right? See,
Okay, yeah, like
that's
shit
not a
like that should
legitimate
be
threat,
legal.
right? The thing about death threats is I think they have to be credible threats to be taken seriously, and
The problem is with text and shit, you can't tell. time,
Right,
because
that
if I'm
is true.
Because if I'm talking to you, I can tell by your inflection and by the way that you talk, you're just fucking with me. With a text, it's kind of hard, and you kind of got to... So that's where I think it gets a little watery.
I watched the
But
videos.
doxing, there's no tone to tell. Doxing should just be illegal. That's fucked up. And people doxing, that's not illegal.
Toon Man, I don't get what you mean when you say I opened my eyes on the Andy Kishore situation. I was always right on that. Valakai has never been a woman, he never will be a woman, and he's fucking crazy. Again, I'm not making videos on him at the moment because I backed off because he played that little bitch move and basically threatening to kill himself, but
which, to be fair, I think that he is wrong. I think that was kind of a bad move on him.
Yeah.
Because,
but also, I think the other reason is I basically said everything I wanted to say about him.
Yeah, like, what other ground can you really cover about him?
Yeah, like, there's plenty of things he's said recently that I've been tempted to just make more videos on at this point. Because, like I said, the second he made that note and then I backed off, he just started posting shit about other people again, making videos on other people that were much more cruel-hearted than the videos I did on him.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree. I think that he comes off more bad taste than anyone else. But that's all. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything. But like, I genuinely think it's kind of bad taste with him.
That person just needs to do the transition? No, he doesn't. If he does, he's going to regret it his entire life. That was the only reason. The funny thing is the reason he got mad at me is because I was sympathetic towards him. Because I did all the videos mocking him, and he just got angry. But then the one time I do a video trying to open up and actually be nice to him, he says that that's a step too far and a new low.
Yeah, ironically, he took the nicest part the worst.
Yeah.
But, what can you do?
You could go over that Valerie commentary video on me, but you don't have to. Wait, did he do a video on you, too? Okay, well, I don't think I will. Well, we'll see. I've been debating whether or not I keep quiet about Valakai again, because, again, I basically said all I want to say. And, but the thing is there have been plenty of things he's said and done that I have wanted to comment on and just haven't.
Right.
It's like you were just trying to help. Yeah, exactly. The main reason I was so harsh on him is because I don't want him to make permanent life-changing decisions he will regret for the rest of his life because he's been manipulated by online groups and stuff.
Because, like, I don't hate trans people. I just feel bad for them because I think that they're damaging their bodies. And I don't want that on anybody.
So does that mean we should be meaner to him? I guess. I think Fugitive Red-Eye likes the Ranma art better than Chisu. I mean, I suppose that is better than Chisu. Yes, but...
Well, Chisu goes, like, very far, and...
But the Ranma art is also just posting anime girls, although it's technically a guy that shape-shifted into a girl, so that's a little weird, but...
Would that be, like, an actual trans, since it's, like, would his reproductive organs change?
I don't know. I've never watched Ranma 1/2. It's gender-bending nonsense I didn't really care about.
But, yeah. So I take it that since you're 2 hours or so ahead of me, it's probably 8 o'clock where you're at? Or you're behind? I always forget.
It's 4:13 here, dude.
Okay. Okay, I forget. I'm sorry.
Yeah, time zones.
Yeah. No, I'm because you're on Eastern time.
That means
Steven.
I'm from the future.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Yeah, because you're on Eastern time. I'm on Mountain time.
Yeah, I'm from the future, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by he's a changed person that just need to let this, like, changed how? What exactly? I don't know. Do you think we should look into whatever his video is with Valakai? Then I'll know what he means by he says he's a changed person. I don't know if I care. That's the thing.
And then when you get into that, you get into the community, and the community itself is just really.
Oh yeah, I still need to do that video on the Cucumber Clan, because
the Cucumber Clan is a fucking hilarity.
Yeah.
He says he stops with drama, continues with drama, and then he just posts stuff that no one cares.
You know, we're gonna introduce a character in Sergeant Friends named the Cucumber Klansman, his entire purpose is gonna be that he's like constantly like simping for Sausage Seth and trying to like be his friend and stuff, but Sausage Seth hates him. Yep.
You try to do the deep voice ideas like, hello, I am the cucumber cleanser.
Hello, this is Larry the Cucumber here again. Today I'll be talking about my new DVD haul.
Here it is.
That's
I
not.
am. Holy shit, I think that was actually a pretty good impression of him.
The
I don't know.
Cleanser, yep.
I don't know if this is a flex because again, it's this community, but I think I impersonate them pretty well.
Yeah. You proud of that or ashamed of it?
I don't know because again, they are kind of like
You know what voice I actually think I do pretty well?
what?
The Devilman Devilman voice.
I've never heard of it.
I'm not him, and he's eating shit in hell right now. You can call me Devilman.
Is that what the dub sounds like?
Yes, it is.
So I'm assuming by that logic, I should either watch it subbed for the serious context
Yes.
or dubbed for hilarity.
Right. Watch it subbed first, then dubbed. And again, we're talking about the OVAs, not Crybaby.
Yeah, the I'm guessing the first two OVAs.
Yeah.
Because the third one is done by a different studio. I'm assuming it has different actors for both.
Well, it doesn't have a dub anyway. The third one doesn't.
But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Discotech gets that third one out there soon.
You do a pretty good Mike impression. Who's Mike?
Breaking Bad?
Oh! Okay, yeah. Walter! I don't think it's good, I just think it's ridiculous. Because I make him sound way more, like, stressed out.
You make him sound more lively than he actually sounds.
I thought the dub's voice acting was breathtakingly beautiful.
Again, I'm gonna start with the OVAs.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna move on to the third one, and then Lady. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna make up my mind on Crybaby.
So the third OVA, you will have no context for if you just jump from 2 to 3, because the third OVA is based on an alternate ending, skips way ahead in the manga, and there's a lot of missing context between the second OVA and the third OVA.
Why the hell did they make it like that?
I don't know. What's up, Ethan?
What I did was I watched through the first 2 OVAs, then read the manga, then the third one.
That is the correct way to do it, Shrimp.
I'm not the biggest manga reader, but is the manga like really good?
Yeah, it's the best version.
It's pretty great.
Really?
Although, actually, I would say the OVAs are actually the best version, because I think some of the changes in the OVAs are actually better, like having Jinmin have Akira's mom on his shell instead of just some random little girl, I think is better. Because in the manga, they introduce this little girl in one chapter, and then in the next chapter, she's like a major plot point. But in and is supposed to have some big connection to Akira when we've never seen her before. But in the OVA, it's actually his mom, so it makes a lot more sense.
Ah, okay.
The OVA is really boring also.
No, you're wrong.
I'm joking.
Okay, I was gonna say, you better fucking be, Shrimp.
I've heard a lot of people really like the first one, and then the second one, I think it's called like Bird or something like that, is also really good, but not as good as the first. So apparently, the first one's considered the best. That's from what I've read.
Can you do the
I
voice?
think it's about equal for both of them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They're
Like,
about equal.
yeah, the Birth and Demon Bird, it's really hard to pick between. Like, because the Birth is really good because it has the transformation, but Demon Bird is really good, mainly because of Jinmin. I honestly think the Jinmin scene is better than the Siren fight.
A lot of people, for some reason, consider the first two as like two separate OVAs instead of just like 2 episodes of one OVA series. Like how does that work? Wouldn't they just be 2 episodes of the same OVA?
Yes, but the thing is they were released separately originally. So the way OVAs worked back in the 80s and 90s is they would release each OVA episode on individual VHS tapes. And so that's how it got released.
Would they charge full price for these tapes?
I don't know how you would define full price. Do I look like I lived in Japan in the 80s and 90s?
Yes. Okay, no, but seriously, I mean, because that sounds like a little bit kind of lame. Like, wouldn't you just? I mean, I guess if it was like years later, you would want to like.
Did I ever say I bought Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung? No, you didn't mention that. I'm starting to think Edgar is a furry. Yeah. Again, I don't know what the obsession with Ohio. I'll do it anyway. Walter! Good luck in Ohio, Walter! Because I'll take it. I'll take any excuse for a Walter, even if it is a statement I don't think is particularly great.
Question is you responsible for the train derailment?
Ooh! That's that! Walter! I know we were robbing a train, Walter! But it wasn't supposed to go like this, Walter! It wasn't supposed to go like this! Walter!
Absolutely beautiful.
Again, my mic is like a neurotic mess, which is like the exact opposite of the character.
Yeah, because Mike is like this. I cannot imagine Mike. I cannot imagine Mike being the happiest guy in his downtime. I haven't seen Better Call Saul, but he just does not.
That should be a video, yeah. When I say you opened our eyes... Oh, you're saying I opened your eyes. Okay.
Yes, you literally took a scalpel and you literally opened their eyes.
I mean, this Walter needs his eyes open because they're, like, sewn shut or something.
So, wait. Is Better Call Saul worth it, though?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I've been holding off on it for some reason.
Better Call Saul is absolutely worth it. I think that all of the best Mike scenes are in Better Call Saul. Well, not all of the best, but a lot of the best ones.
Better than Breaking Bad? Granted, he didn't have a lot.
The show itself is not better than Breaking Bad, but I think it overall has more, like, amazing Mike scenes because Mike is one of the main characters.
Okay.
There's also a lot of good development for Gus, so that's cool.
I like Gus.
I haven't watched the last season yet because for some reason they didn't put it on Netflix.
Yeah, I had to buy the last season on Xbox Video, so that's the way I watched it, is I bought the season pass when it came out.
I think the last season came out on Blu-ray recently as well.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, Blu-ray.com is gonna be like your best friend in any scenario. Absolutely.
Breaking Bad, more like Breaking Back. Ah! Okay.
So I take it that Kinnikuman announcement made you pretty stoked.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it goes on Amazon though, since I don't use Right Stuff anymore. So that's...
I mean, look, I agree that it's good to have convictions and stuff, but Right Stuff has some really good prices. I understand why you don't buy from them, though.
Yeah, see, I agree that it's good to have convictions and stuff, but buying stuff from the Nazis is pretty... They have some good stuff. You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
Obviously, Funimation are not the Nazis, but...
Well, granted, I know where you're coming from, Funimation, and I know what you're talking about with Funimation. Maybe I'm not... I don't want to say I'm not as into it as you, because I do think that what they did to Vic Mignogna is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and that's not the only issue they have. They change stuff for dubs and subs to fit their political agenda. They talk down to fans. They put themselves up on a pedestal and try to act like we owe them rather than the other way around, which I don't think anyone owes anyone anything in this case, but it's ridiculous that the voice actors think that we somehow owe them, when literally their career would mean nothing if it wasn't for fans.
I'm aware of that. And I am a hypocrite in this situation.
Yeah.
I am aware of this.
Well, look, yeah, you are. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I understand, but I understand I'm a hypocrite in this situation. But technically, aren't we all? Because Amazon's kind of a monopoly.
Yes, but I would rather give Amazon money than Funimation. That's the decision I made. That's where I draw the line.
No, I understand, but
regardless of what Amazon does, they do ship pretty fast.
That's also true.
Yeah.
What exactly does Funimation think we owe them exactly? Money?
Money or appreciation, like, because they'll talk down to us and act like they're like hot shit, and that we'd be nothing without them, rather than the other way around.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, they're very entitled, especially Chris Sabat and Monica Rial.
The Funimation part, I didn't know about that. I just knew about the Vic Mignogna.
Amazon is way eviler, lol. I know.
Amazon is way eviler. Way more evil. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We would all be hypocrites in this situation.
Yeah. Look, everyone's a hypocrite. There's no single person on the planet that isn't a hypocrite.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. Better Call Saul, the complete series DVD and Blu-ray was released on December 6th, 2022. Well, there you go.
Yeah, Blu-ray.com.
But
And this guy called, I think, Dawn of the Discs, the best source of information you can get.
but I still use
It's
Amazon
real
because I
shame
have
that
no
they're
idea.
trying to phase out Blu-rays, though.
Oh yeah.
They're not trying to phase out Blu-rays. There's a lot.
Oh,
of
yes, they
companies-
are. Yeah,
they
yeah.
absolutely
With like
are.
the newest operating
But
systems.
there's a lot of boutique labels, and a lot of people buy them, and the sales are really good. And
yeah, but
You-
it's crazy
a lot of the
because they're
transfers
trying to
are
phase
made
it out.
for
You can't even
Blu-ray.
watch a 4K DVD of Blu-ray anymore on the newest operating systems because they're phasing it out.
Yeah, there like a lot of things are moving towards streaming, and like that's the thing is I've said
Yeah,
and people
you gotta
call-
stream it if you want to watch it, basically.
people have called me paranoid for this, but like granted I use Game Pass. I didn't used to, but I use Game Pass now on Xbox. But I mainly use it for the
I
convenience.
think you're
but,
cutting out.
Am I? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I use Game Pass, but a lot of people called me paranoid for this. But with Game Pass, I think that at some point the goal with Game Pass is to make it so that the only way to play games is to have that subscription.
Okay, that's not too far-fetched. To be fair, like, I get shit like that.
almost like you can't even own the material anymore.
Yeah. Like, granted, people call me crazy for that because Game Pass doesn't always keep stuff on there. They keep stuff on there temporarily, and then it phases out besides the things that are always on there. And then they have a buy option if you like it. But I think that these are just the steps that they take to get us there, you know?
But here's the thing about Blu-ray is that you gotta understand. A lot of companies spend a lot of money on rights for some very obscure shit. And the return revenue is really good. So if it wasn't a viable option, it wouldn't be implemented in the first place. And even mainstream companies like Sony, Paramount, and shit like that, they go back and dig out all their old titles that were only on DVD, never on Blu-ray, and they still release them and in public circulation, like on Best Buy and shit like that.
Okay.
So I don't that niche or getting
I
out of
mean, you can still watch Blu-rays, but you just can't watch it in like 4K anymore. And they're not updating their software to watch it anymore.
But I assume if you have like a standalone 4K player, that would probably still work.
I don't know, because the newest operating systems don't have the codec for it.
Huh. Because like my Blu-ray player, my standalone one has never been online, and I've never had to update that. But like I know James
my
Rolfe.
Blu-ray player's not online.
Yeah, but I know James.
That would suck though if Blu-rays became DRM only. I don't
Right.
think it will happen, but that would be suck. That if they're like video games.
But like let's say you have a 4K player, it's up to date except for the update that breaks it, and it never goes online. Then I guess it could theoretically work, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
is
See,
your
I mean, I'm just theorizing. I don't know.
What is your stance on UHD?
What, like PSP
Like,
videos?
do you think that it's worth the upgrade?
Or no, UHD. Sorry, that's
upgrade?
UMD. UHD, so Ultra HD. I don't really think it matters personally. I have some 4K discs, and they work on our Xboxes. At least last time I checked. It's
Like,
been a while since I
Have
watched
you
them.
noticed
So.
like a jump in quality?
I mean, there is like it's a higher quality. I'm fine with 1080p to be perfectly honest. I'm not a big quality snob, but I do think that there are some, like 4K. You can tell the difference. It does look really good. Like because we have Baby Driver in 4K. That looks really good. I think we also.
Watch.
I think we have. Oh yeah, we have Warcraft in 4K. Which, granted, that movie's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it looks good.
I can imagine.
I've noticed that most of the time when they make a movie off of a game, it's really not that good.
Yeah, there are exceptions. Like there's some
I
game
like
movies
Sonic
like.
film.
Yeah, that's the first. I haven't seen the second Sonic movie, but I like the first one. But like some
Well, that's why I said most of the
Yeah.
time, you know.
right. But like there's some game movies that people say are bad that I will defend to the death. Like Postal. Postal is a great movie. I fucking
I'm
love
sure
Postal.
I'd like Postal because I actually played Postal too. I imagine that people who criticize Postal never played Postal.
No, but
because they
there's
know-
people who have played Postal 2 and say that the movie's bad and doesn't like adapt it well, and it's like, what do you want? What do you want? Postal? Like, how do you want them to adapt Postal? A game that just says here are you.
Literally, like, every level is just a day in the week of just doing random offensive bullshit.
But yeah, like it's like you just here's a list, a to-do list. Do this. You can do it in any order.
Exactly, like,
How else do you expect them to make a movie? I'll also like defend the old Mortal Kombat movie from '95. I fucking love that movie.
That's just not a bad movie.
I mean, it's cheesy
That's
at
just
times,
not
but
a
it's
bad movie.
but it's but I think it's a good adaptation. It tells the first tournament pretty well.
Exactly. I think Annihilation's a bad movie.
Oh,
but
yeah.
not the first movie.
No, Annihilation's terrible, but I love it.
No, I even as so bad it's good. I can't stand Annihilation. No. Also, I have a thing of unnecessarily killing off characters, even in a bad movie. So the way they handled Johnny Cage fucking blows.
Yeah.
I get pissed at that.
All right. I think I got to wrap this up because I have stalled enough and I got to start getting ready to go to work. So
Okay.
I think I'm gonna wrap this up. But this has been fun.
Any closing words?
I like the live-action Mario movie, the first Doom movie, Postal, Silent Hill, and Mortal Kombat. I don't like the live-action Mario movie. I was bored, but other than that, I agree with you, Corbin.
I didn't mind him live-action Mario film. It was kind of fun.
It bored me. But again, I haven't seen it in years, so again, my opinion could be different too. It might be one
They
that I
found
enjoy.
a new cut of the film that's apparently way different.
Super Mario Bros. Is coming out next month, despite being a video game without the right voice actors. There's still a lot of people hyped for that. Now, that movie looks awful. It looks like it has like a girl boss Peach that is going to emasculate Mario. I don't know why anyone is looking forward to that movie.
You can't always assume. that
Based on the
every-
trailer, the fucking vibe that Peach gives off, that is absolutely how it seems like it's going to be.
Not just from the trailer,
I
but also
understand
the
what you're saying,
trends of
but
other movies that we're seeing nowadays.
That too, yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not so attached with Mario, so I probably wouldn't care as much. And again, I know it sounds bad because...
Yes, you
it
are
should
part of the
cater-
problem, Steven.
Well, fuck you, I'm not. No, because you didn't listen to what I was finished with.
You
Even if
finished
I
up?
wasn't part of the fan base, I wouldn't support something trying to force an agenda down my throat. I'll have to wait and see in order to see if that's the case.
Okay. Vic Mignogna, is he British? I don't think he is British. Edgar, what the fuck are you on about?
British.
Yeah, he's
I like
American.
his voice in the Broly movie, though.
Like, he's an American guy. I don't know if there's any British in him. Maybe, but... Yeah, because he was born in
It's
Pennsylvania.
possible that he could be British American.
Yeah, well, he was born in Pennsylvania. But so I like it's perfectly plausible that his bloodline is British because that's pretty common. Steven sounds like my voice for you and Sergeant Friends. Yeah?
Shut up, Corbin. I am not... Everyone thinks I'm so high-pitched. Like, what? Because I work at a podiatrist's office, right? They always call me ma'am as if they think I'm a fucking woman.
No, but the
That's
voice...
right.
It's because of his voice. What are you talking about, Edgar? Vic Mignogna doesn't even sound British. You're insane. Anyway, I gotta end this. I really gotta get going. So, see ya, chumps.